So that was a fantastic game right there, ladies and gentlemen. I just got to tell you, Xavier Brown making that 98-yard pit return. That that was amazing, wasn't it? I know it was amazing for me, as it was for y'all. And Yachty was asking, good win, roll tie roll, but can Bama defend the run for F6? Of course. I believe we can. And I believe we will. But I will say, though, it will be pretty interesting to see. Because, I mean, like, we put a ton of pressure on the Volunteers, right? And I'm going ahead and looking at the stats now. And the running game was a lot better. I mean, Jam Miller was back at it. I mean, he didn't have that much yards, but that's okay. No worries there. 15 yards. I mean, work more with less. I mean, Daniel Hill had a good night as well. 34 rushing yards. Another touchdown. And Ty Simpson, it's been a ballroom blitz with Ty Simpson. I just got to tell you. And that's what I've been hearing, Yachty 60. No worries. The cigar. I love it. Yeah, I mean, like Simpson has been rolling a lot. Like he's just been getting better and better each week as the season goes on. And I'm looking at the stats right here and now, where he's got 253 passing yards and 19 of 29 completed passes. And once again, it's another loss for the Volunteers in Tuscaloosa, as they cannot handle the smoke that Bama's giving them. And a congrats from David Greenshield, Dr. Buckeye, saying, congrats, Jackson Caleb has his QB. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I mean, that was a wild win right there. I mean, I know some people were getting a little worried that we were celebrating a little too much, and it's understandable. No worries. But I could tell you, it's always pretty fun to see what happens in the third Saturday in October. But it was a very dominant first half, as we saw, like, because like the moment we saw where things were going in the first quarter, I had this feeling that it was going to be a great night in Tuscaloosa. Cause especially when you had Ty Simpson making those big passes and that 2-yard touchdown for Horton. Horton here's the tide. Am I right? Man, I haven't had David off in a while. Yeah, it's been a minute since he's been here. Yeah, that's a Dutch master. Yeah, because like I had no idea what I was getting, but I was like, what the heck? I'm gonna get a little something. But that's why I'm doing this once a year, ladies and gentlemen. And don't let your kids mess around with this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And the IT guy of the Jacksonian and Alabama, the voice of college football, said, love that interception. No doubt. I mean, especially when we heard Sean McDonough throwing out that puberty voice over it. I mean, it's like, it had to have felt as good as, 93 World Series for McDonough. I mean, like, oh, he's in hiding. Caden's not here. I guess he's finding another team tonight. I mean, I guess BYU's his new favorite team along with Ohio State. Guess he's going to make Indiana his new team. Don't tell Jeffrey. But yeah, just making Tennessee just punt all over the place. And those pass interference calls, good calls tonight. It was just like the pass interferences, it was all there, like no doubt. There was one play where it looked like it was not a fumble. It was incomplete. But luckily it was not a game changer. So there was nothing to worry about for Bama. Nothing to worry about. And I'm looking at the stats from defense for Alabama. We put a ton of sats on not a ton, but a good amount of sats on Aguilar. Like put a ton of pressure on him, put 4 sats on him. That was huge. Yes, he has. I mean, yeah, Jeffrey's been saying wait and see. We've definitely seen Bama tonight. Oh, what's going on with Auburn? I mean, I know they were tied with Missouri last time I checked, but it's not looking good if they lose this game. If they lose to Missouri, well, that's a sad night for 'em, but I know USC calls it a perfect day when Notre Dame loses, UCLA loses, and they win. So maybe we can have our own version of a perfect day. I like that. Yeah, and Bishop, I mean, we were having a hard time stopping him for a little bit tonight, but we were able to get him. I mean, I think Yachty Sixty makes a great point when he was asking about the run game. Because like we were having a bit of a hard time stopping Mr. Bishop himself. It was not looking good for a little bit. It had me worried. Had me worried. And as Rammer Jammer puts it, we've got the best resume in college football as we beat 4 straight ranked teams. I mean, our Georgia win is looking better by the minute. Our Vanderbilt win. You want to talk about that for a moment? Vanderbilt beating LSU. That win just gets better and better. As the saying goes, truth is stranger than fiction, as they say. I mean, truth is stranger than fiction, as the way it goes. I mean, like Vanderbilt being the favorite and then just beating up on LSU the way they did. I mean, Diego Pavia calling his shot in the preseason. I mean, you heard us like just laughing at that kid on early in the offseason. We laughed at him about it. Like, you're not going to do that. But he did. He said what he meant out to do. And he did, no doubt. Because I was glad to see Jeremy Bernard even stepping up in the run game. I mean, he stepped up in the receiving game. He stepped up in the running game. I've been so impressed with Bernard this year. And I know everybody in Bama's been looking pretty happy with him as well. But we'll definitely wait and see what's happening. I mean, like there wasn't that many penalties for us because I mean, well, okay, we did have 7, but not as much as Tennessee because Tennessee had 10. That's bad for the Vols right there. That was not good for them. But oh well for them. We got the win, and no doubt, like Ryan Williams, man, Ryan Williams. He's been a winner. I mean, people have been asking about Ryan Williams. Is this a sophomore slump? Is he ever going to bring out his A game? He brought out his A game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Because I mean, like making clutch catches like he did tonight. That was huge. And we will be, and our co-star will be here in just a couple of minutes. He is going to be here in just a couple of minutes. Oh man, that's funny. Ohio State eating cakes while we're eating steaks. Oh man. Yeah, Michigan looked pretty good. They didn't have Justice Haynes, our former guy. Thank you for taking good care of him and keeping him away from Auburn, Tennessee, and LSU, Michigan Nation. We appreciate that. Yeah, and oh man. Yeah, no doubt. Marshall looking pretty good. Like the Marshall brothers, man. Marshall. Oh my God. Is what I think is gonna happen to the Mizzou Tigers? Oh my God. It's right here. My cigar's right here. West Virginia Scoop says, Jackson, congrats on the Tide win, buddy, from Mountaineer Nation. It's always a good night when volunteers lose. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we're always going to get a laugh at the volunteers when they lose to us. I mean, they never can get a win over Alabama. And you're certainly not going to see them get a win over Florida. I mean, I don't want to sound too cocky, but the last time they've beaten Alabama in Tuscaloosa was in 2003. And it took them 5 overtimes to beat a pitiful Alabama team. And in 2003 against Florida was the last time they beat them in Gainesville. And that was the Ron Zook era. So I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think you're going to see Tennessee beat Florida because the thing is about the Vols, every time they have to go to Gainesville, they always choke. That is Tennessee for you in a nutshell. And especially when you see Florida in a win or be fired moment for Billy Napier. You saw that with Florida against Mississippi State today. All you heard was, oh, Napier's get fired on Sunday. He's going to get fired. But pulled through once again.
Alabama, I don't know what you've gotten to, but my quick takeaways from the game is that the response again from the Florida State loss. I don't even care that we keep saying it. I don't care if people are getting sick and tired of hearing it. But I said at the beginning of the season when we lost to Florida State, the season was not over and we could turn it around. That loss probably was a good thing for us. I mean, look what we've become this season. You know, I am so impressed with Alabama's response from that loss.
Oh, great.
4 straight ranked wins. And people say, oh, well, the teams we've beaten aren't that good. Okay. All right, we beat Vanderbilt, who is clearly a good team. Vanderbilt is a top 15 to 20-ish team. I'm not talking about the ranking. I'm talking about my mind. I think they're a top 15 to 20-ish program this year. They're that good. We've beaten Missouri, who is solid on the road. We beat Georgia, who everyone's like, oh, Georgia's still great. You know, I still think they aren't that great, but you know what? They keep winning and whatever. Kirby keeps finding a way. That's a good win. And then we go out there today and beat Tennessee, who hung with Georgia, who had only had the one loss. That's a good win. All I know is we're winning game after game after game against good teams, really solid teams. I have no complaints from Alabama other than our run defense and our rushing offense. So those two things are a bit frustrating. We are not doing well with our run defense and our run offense. Anything to do with running, we're not that good right now. But other than that, I am just massively impressed with the rest of the team. Bernard is an animal. He is amazing out there on the field. Have you seen Bernard dancing around, breaking tackles? He's great. He's incredible. I love watching Bernard play. Ryan Williams is back, baby. Ryan Williams is back. Did you see his performance today? Everybody's like, Ryan Williams is no good anymore. Ryan Williams is good. He is really good. So, I don't know. I'm very impressed with Ryan Williams' comeback performance today. And to me, I think that he has some injuries going on. People saying he's not as fast anymore. I think even Austin mentioned that. So, you know, I think he's still fast, folks. I just think he had something going on with a little injury there, you know, some other stuff. He's fine. But our offense is humming. We got so many weapons on offense. It's unbelievable.
Oh, man.
We play great. And the defense, man, the pick six changed the game.
Oh, man, when like the pick six for Xavier Brown, I believe, like I heard tonight, that was our second largest touchdown in school history. The first largest touchdown was Amari Cooper from A.J. McCarron in the 2013 Iron Bowl on November 30th of 2013 on CBS.
Absolutely. I think I remember that. But I love the 99s they showed on the screens. We had the 99-yard touchdown drive, and we had the 99 yard interception for a touchdown. So, I don't know, man. Like we were, yeah. Well, FSU is garbage. So
they're horse dung.
We would beat them by. I said last week by 14. I would up that now to about 24. It's getting even uglier by the week for Florida State. Florida State, Auburn. I mean, these teams. I mean, Auburn's going to give us a game because they're Auburn. So I'm not. It is what it is. It is a weird season, but you know what? I love it. IU's good. We live in a world where Indiana football is the second-ranked team in the country going into tomorrow. They're going to be the second-ranked team in the country. And I can't believe it. I'm blown away. Vanderbilt's good. Georgia Tech is good. It's a great season, folks. Relish it. It may be your team suck and win this year, but you know what? It's fun. It's a crazy season. I mean, it might end up being predictable at the end of the day if Ohio State wins another title or if our beloved Crimson Tide get another title somehow at the end of the year or Georgia or somebody. But you know what? It's been chaos so far. I love it. I think it's great for the sport. I think it's great to see these teams do
and
good.
Honestly, I've been like really impressed with how things have gone. Like I just keep getting more impressed each week. And you got my audio out of target, buddy. My bad. There you go.
It's all good. I got it fixed.
Oh man. But I was thinking about how everybody performed tonight. And my favorite, like besides the Xavier Brown moment, I've been loving how Ty Simpson has performed. Are we ready to say that this is a Heisman battle between Ty Simpson and Diego Pavia? 'Cause I'm beginning to feel like it's gonna be a Heisman battle between the two.
Fernando Mendoza is probably the favorite right now, so
Oh
that's where I
wow.
disagree with you.
Okay.
He's incredible. Mendoza is incredible. Pavia, I've heard it pronounced both ways. Diego's a great player. I think that it's going to be very hard for him to win the Heisman. I think that he has a chance, but it is definitely between, for me, Ty Simpson and Fernando Mendoza. And honestly, Julian saying, honestly,
Uh,
he's right there now with the stats. I mean, Ohio State, they're not playing anybody. It doesn't matter. He's putting up the stats. We know he's got the talent all around him, but he's putting up the stats. So it's Ty Simpson, Mendoza, Julian saying, those are the top three. Probably, I'm trying to think who else. I don't know.
well,
Everybody's disagreeing with me. I'm confused. Yeah, Underwood's no. Absolutely not.
oh my god.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to hear what where I'm wrong on the Heisman conversation. I mean, clearly those are the three favorites to me. I mean, I could be wrong. Again, I want to hear why.
But yeah.
Simpson has been getting better every game. I mean, again, it's Simpson and Mendoza. I think Mendoza's the favorite right now, though. In my opinion, I think he's the slim favorite. It's not substantial. I mean, it could go either way. I mean, honestly, if the Heisman vote was held today, it probably would go to Ty Simpson because Alabama's got that, extra brand appeal. But Mendoza's been that great. I don't think that, that should be overlooked. And I do agree with
That's true.
Steve, too, that, I mean, Ohio State and Indiana are undefeated. I mean, Alabama, Ty Simpson's been incredible. So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, hey, I might be an Indiana Glazer, but you know what? I'm an Alabama Glazer too, I guess, because I like both teams. I mean, that's just the way it is. But Mendoza's been that good. I mean, it's Simpson Mendoza saying probably as of right now.
Well, Coop,
And the
I
thing is,
get
things change quickly, Jackson, too, because wasn't Dante Moore a favorite recently, and wasn't
yeah.
Carson Beck a favorite recently? Where are
Mhm.
they? So it could change.
Yeah.
Mendoza could suck next week, or Simpson could have a bad game, or Sayan could have a bad game, and then they poof, they're out
Well,
of the race, or they
Coop,
fall far.
oh yeah. Coop, you're new here, so I'm gonna give you a little backstory of when Jeffrey and I first met on November 4th of 2022. That turned into
Trash.
yep. Indiana was a trashy when he was pulling for him. So Jeffrey's three favorite teams are Alabama, North Carolina, and Indiana. Indiana is basically his feel bad team. North Carolina he pulls for because he lives in the state of North Carolina, and Alabama he pulls for Alabama because a lot of his family members pull for Alabama. He's basically been a Bama fan his whole life. So it's I just want to make sure you got the backstory on Only
It's
Talk
okay.
Sports.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I love when people chatter because Indiana sucks as a program. They suck. But the
Hmm.
last 2 years, they've been amazing. And people wanting to undervalue and just devalue what they've done is honestly just insane. It blows my mind. Like you just hate on IU for no reason, just because they suck and now they're good and Mendoza's no good. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care if Mendoza wins the Heisman or not. I just think it's
Roll
amazing
Tide,
Indiana's doing
roll,
good.
Uncle Charles.
That's
Roll.
my thoughts on Indiana. I think it is amazing that they're good, and it blows my mind that some people, you know, I know. Obviously, I think you're a West Virginia fan. It's not Joey, right? This isn't
No,
Joey.
no, no, no. It's a
I'm just
different
making sure
guy.
it's not like Joey's alt
Yeah.
account because I
No,
don't
no,
want to
no.
be
It's
negative to Joey.
no,
But
it's
so
no.
if
He's
it's not
from.
Joey, I mean obviously West Virginia guy here. Of course, the basketball coach sucks. I wanted someone else beside DeVries. They got DeVries. Sorry, left your team. You wouldn't be mad about it if he wasn't a good coach. That's all I'll say. Because I've seen a lot of West Virginia fans say, "Oh, DeVries is not a good coach." Well, why are you mad then? You know, I mean, that's kind of what happened. Same thing with James Madison. They're mad that Cignetti left. Well, duh. I mean, of course you're going to be mad that he left. I mean, it's just obvious, right? I mean, if DeBoer left, we would be mad. If DeBoer left for the NFL, we'd be mad. We'd be like, oh my gosh, why in the world did DeBoer leave?
If DeBoer left, we would have a breaking news stream as soon as it happened.
But we would be upset because guess what? DeBoer's a good coach.
Yeah,
we don't want him to leave.
He won't.
You know, when you lose a good coach, you get upset. That's the way it works. But again, back on topic though, because we're going off on IU way too much for an Alabama show. Even for me, I admit.
Don't get Jeffrey off on Indiana. If you're gonna do that, put it in a super chat.
Yeah, I mean, I can't take the slander when they're the number 2 team in the country. I can't take it. When they were 3-9, bring it on. 3-9, they sucked. They were horrible. But now that they're good, come on. I mean. Just let them have their day. They might suck next year. Just let them have their moment. But Alabama, though, again, just so impressed. Jackson, who were you impressed with the most on both sides of the ball? I don't know if you've touched on that.
Well, I've not touched on that yet tonight, but the way I look at it, I've been impressed with Ryan Williams and Ty Simpson on offense. Yanzi Pierre, now that's a guy I've been impressed with tonight. He's been tremendous. And Xavier Brown, that's one of my guys I'm impressed with as well. I mean, the pit sits alone. That was a win.
I agree. I mean, honestly, I can't even refute anything that you just said at all. I mean, if we're gonna go off defensive player of the game, it's both players you just said. Pierre's insane. I mean, he's gotten so much better. I mean, you even had the commentator say that Pierre might be the best player on defense, which, I mean, we've got a lot of really good players on defense. Dejon Lee is still incredible, playing great football. You know, James Smith, I don't know, man. James Smith keeps getting late hits on the quarterback. You know, I kind of wish James Smith would stop that, but he's good. But, yeah, I think that, you know, overall, like those guys were incredible on defense for Alabama. And on offense, I mean, we're not running the football well, but with our passing attack, I mean, it's not like Washington's offense was built still a little differently with their receivers and Penix that year, but you've kind of got that going on a bit with, you know, our receivers, Bernard, Horton, Williams, Brooks, Scott. Like, we've got a lot of dudes that Cuevas getting in there. I mean, we got a lot of guys in the receiving game that Simpson's just slinging it to all over the place. It just gives you kind of Washington vibes of 2023. Not exactly the same. It's not a one-to-one comparison. That I feel like their offense was way more heavily run on just deep ball, like just run downfield, throw 80-yard passes and junk. Whereas our offense is more mixing it up than that Washington, you know, offense with Grubb and DeBoer, but our offense is dangerous in the pass game. It's incredible. We just gotta get the run game up to speed.
Oh yeah, I mean we have to do better at that for sure. But it's like it's looked a lot better than it did week 1. Like every week, I feel like our running game just keeps getting better and better, even if it's little by little. Our running game has got better, and I'm glad that Jam Miller was feeling all right tonight. Because I mean, when we got the news Thursday night, he was coming back. I was ready to puff one of these things. That's what.
I mean, are you enjoying it? I mean, it looks like you're enjoying it, even though it tastes bad.
Oh yeah, this will only do this once a year, especially when Alabama beats Tennessee. There's 2 things I will only do once a year: buy lottery scratchers on my birth week, and cigars when Alabama beats Tennessee. Those are so.
That is a goated comment by Chris Camp right there. I'm not reading.
I'm not skilled enough yet where I can like turn like the smoke into a $, but I'll get there. Like I'm gonna practice that.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely pray for Jackson. I'm praying for Jackson's health tonight. Make sure he's all good. You know, don't want him getting sick on us. But as long as he's having fun, man, practice those dollar signs if you can, man. Like Todd Simpson says, smoke them if you got them, you know.
Oh, no
man.
dollar signs.
I never thought I'd be doing a show with you on here, but you smoking one of those after the Tennessee game.
You probably think I've been hanging around too much with Ben from Exploring with Ben. And
Oh yeah, you'd fit her in right over there. It's like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh man, they'll get a kick out of this. I tell you what. I mean, I did give the boss a heads up that either me or Jordan would be smoking one of these things. So it's like,
Well, I'm glad it's you and it's not Jordan. Sorry, Jordan. Great guys over at the Tennessee channel. I'm glad you're doing it, you know. Yeah.
I said I was going to. I mean, it's like I'm in it. So it's like, there you go. I make sure I put my money where my mouth is, you know.
Got those dollar signs, man. They're somewhere in the smoke. They're somewhere in there.
They will be. By the way, you had Alabama winning by 14 against Tennessee. You didn't put it at exact final score as I recalled, but you had Alabama winning by 14, I think.
Okay, that sounds right. I couldn't remember. I got to do better on remembering my score. I literally don't even remember half the time. So yeah, Alabama won by 17. What was yours again, Jackson?
I had Alabama winning 28-24. So I was a little bit way off, but I'm glad to be way off in this game.
I don't know. I just feel like Tennessee, man. Like I remember like Austin talking about the defense and all that. Tennessee's defense is not good, man. That's why I was like, Alabama's going to put up points. You know, Tennessee's not a great defensive team. They had their moments in the game, but overall, didn't really resist Bama in any way.
No. I got worried about like James Smith getting taken out of the game for a little bit, like when that little call happened, you know, like personal foul. It was like
I wish he would stop doing that. I mean, it was hilarious because I was watching the game with some people and they were like, "Oh, that's not a penalty." I'm like, "Dude, he fell on him after he slid. Come on!" Like I know, you know, you guys have been watching football for like 50 years, man, and like back in your day, you know, those hits were okay, but like they're not okay anymore. You can't just fall on the dude when he slides. And plus, James Smith's already gotten in trouble for doing similar activities in the past this season. Learn from your mistakes, James Smith. Good player. I like James Smith. But I really wish he would stop doing that.
Don't turn into Vontaze Burfict, because I'm going to lose it. You turn to Vontaze Burfict. I tell you what. I've been impressed with Daniel Hill tonight. I mean, I've been pretty impressed with him. Like,
the Daniel Hill, it needs to be involved in the offense because since our O-line and we're not running the ball that great with our run fits and stuff, he's a power back. So like he can pick up extra yards by default alone because of his his girth. I mean, he's a big dude, man. I mean, he weighs 240 or whatever. 235, 240. He's a big guy. You know, he can pound on the ground more so than Jam and the other backs. So he definitely needs to be factored in. I agree with you. He was, you know, fairly important, you know, to the For Alabama purposes, though, I think that definitely we're now in the top 5 because obviously with Miami losing and Ole Miss losing, Alabama, we should be 4th, right?
Oh, yeah. We should
probably.
Be.
I'm trying to, like, Ohio State's going to be number 1. Yeah. Indiana will be 2. Probably A&M 3, and then Alabama 4. Or maybe A&M's probably 3 because they're still undefeated.
Even if we're not in the top 5 tomorrow, that's okay because we can use that as motivation. That's okay.
Yeah, Bama's going to be 4. They're not gonna move Alabama up to 3. They're not. A&M's still undefeated. They played like crap today, but you know what? A win's a win. When A&M or teams like that barely win, it's okay. But when Indiana barely wins, they suck. Again, I have to throw that in there. But again, Alabama 3 or 4, probably 4.
Once again, chat. Do not get Jeffrey wound up on Cincinnati or Indiana, and if you're gonna do that, put it in a super chat.
Georgia Tech, Vandy probably should be in the top 10.
Oh, they will be. I mean, like Georgia Tech is 7-0 for the first time since 1966, the last year of the Bobby Dodd era. And got Vanderbilt sits at 1 for the first time since 1950. And I believe I think that was when like Walt Disney was like trying out his new venture, television.
Yeah, a long time ago. By the way, Georgia Tech, it's high time to get that Alabama rivalry back because Georgia Tech's
Yes.
better now. So at least it will be competitive.
Please
Anyway,
put
Georgia
that
Tech
game in the
with Jeff
playoff.
Collins.
Oh man, I cannot wait for.
Well, we
Vanderbilt.
haven't played him since the 80s.
1984.
Yeah, 84. Yeah, the legendary book 1984 too. So I should know that. 84.
You're good.
So not legendary in a good way. That
Like
I will say that 1984 is way too long for the Alabama Georgia Tech rivalry to not been played at all. Like how I mean the fact that like Wikipedia and like other online sources still label Alabama Georgia Tech as a rivalry shows you how important that game was in the past.
And they're in our
After
fight
40
song.
years, it hasn't been played, but it's still, it's still a rivalry game that's well documented online. Like people can still talk about it.
We need Georgia to lose to Texas, and we need them to lose to Georgia Tech. Do us a solid, Texas and Georgia Tech, and beat Georgia.
Dude, I don't think Texas has a shot in the dark, man. Texas is trash. Honestly, you want to talk about like the worst team that won today? Like that didn't deserve to win. They're not obviously the worst team that won today because there are worse teams that won today. But what I mean by that is that a team that should not have won, that did everything that they possibly could to not win, and they still somehow won. And again, I will get to that later. Texas is not that good, so I'm with you, Jackson. I would be really glad if Texas beat Georgia, but
there we go.
I'll be shocked if that happened, actually.
Well, I mean, there's a because I mean it's kind of like Texas is basically kryptonite. Like Georgia's kryptonite for Texas, kind of like how they're kryptonite for Ole Miss. Like, good grief! I mean, it's just like my God. But I will say, you'll definitely see a post game analysis clip all right here on Alabama at the Boys College Football. It'll be edited into bits and pieces, but I promise.
I apologize for coming on late. I know it's better when you start from the beginning. Again, I don't know what you've already said. I don't want to repeat, with the chat. Okay. But again, better late than never. It still, hopefully we had a good show. It's nice seeing you smoke the cigar. That was a welcome addition for third Saturday in October, and I'm thrilled. Alabama looks good, and again, I feel like my statement was validated. I said at the beginning of the season when they lost, I feel like Alabama can still have a good year. Everybody was panicking, and I could have been dead wrong. And if I was wrong, then I would have, admitted I was wrong. But I told everybody I thought Alabama would be fine. I thought we would rebound, and we have. Just what a turnaround from the Florida State game. And we got a long season left. There's still a lot of pitfalls that could occur for us. Kick us out of the playoffs. We got to just keep playing well, keep playing hard. But this team looks determined, Jackson. That's the thing. I mean, Ty Simpson, the team looks determined.
They do.
DeBoer looks locked in. We got to stop the run. Again, we have to stop the run. We're not going to be a national championship team. We can't stop the run.
Yeah, we couldn't do that for a little bit tonight on Bishop, like when he was scoring that second touchdown for Tennessee. Like that had me nervous.
Yeah.
For a little bit. Because, I mean, I don't want this to be a problem for the Crimson Tide going into the rest of the season. Like, because, I mean, like next week, we got to go to South Carolina. Then we got the bye week. And I will tell you, there's going to be some fun shows in the next several weeks on Alabama The Voice College Football. You won't want to miss it.